Hi, my name is Crystal. I'm live here at the Fit Factor studio. I wanted to go outside, but the connection wasn't very good. So happy summer, everyone. Brought the flowers to you. Today, we are gonna be talking about the psychology of growth. So I know it's summer and it's easy to drift from our intentions. So I wanna outline a couple things to kind of bring us back to our why, our passion as to why we want to live fully each and every moment. Okay, so let's get started. So we went over this on the power of presence. So Baron Baptiste, he is one of the most amazing yoga teachers. He wrote this book called The Journey into Power, and he pretty much says that there's no such thing as the past, there's no such thing as the present. So the only thing that actually matters is now, this moment. So how can we be in this process without getting distracted? Very, very easy. Okay, so when there's like a million things and all these energies of the external world are kind of like caving in. Maybe you're a mom, you have kids, and all these things are happening. All the kids are at home now. You start to feel overwhelmed. What can you do? Okay, so the first thing to stay present, right, is to come back into your own body and come back to your breath. I know this is very, very basic, but it's actually a very simple technique that you can use, because when we feel anxious, that's because we're not actually incorporating our core, which is our really, really strong, essentially the nervous system. When we're able to breathe from our stomachs, it allows us to be really strong. So when you're breathing in, not just light breathing, but really expanding your belly, call it belly breathing versus chest breathing. So that's the one thing you can do, is honestly just take a deep breath in through the nose and then really just let it all out. Okay, so tune into that feeling and just be aware, just when you're aware that all these I call it mental chatter, is like taking over, that's when you're actually freed from it. So you are not your thoughts, right? So when we're up in the morning, right, what if I want to go to, Joanna's 6:30 a.m. class, and all these thoughts are coming to me like, no, you can't do it. You're gonna be so tired the rest of the day, right? Like, and all these thoughts start coming. First thing you wanna do, come back to your intention, okay? What's gonna make me feel good, right? If that's your goal. It's like, I wanna feel good. I wanna lose weight. I wanna smash my summer goals, So the first thing, come back to your breath. The second thing is to take action. So whatever we focus on expands. That's just one of the laws, and I've been learning that. And I've experienced that even for myself. So if you're allowing all these negative thoughts to take over, then you will essentially not only drift into the past or the future and not stay present, but you will essentially be in a place where you kind of lose your power, right? So how can we gain back your power, smash your summer goals? And this is something that I practice like every single day, because I'm trying to get up earlier. I feel like even though I'm not in school, I feel it. Like summer's out, I'm thinking vacations, all these things. So when you're waking up in the morning, instead of thinking all these things I have to do, just come back to your breath, you know, just come back into your body. That allows your mind to just come right back into the present, okay? And then the second thing you want to do is, okay, what is one thing I can do? So simple thing, right? When you're in bed and you're like, I don't want to wake up for this 6:30 a.m. class. This is what you can do. You can be like, okay, what's gonna make me one step closer? So maybe that's just taking 1 foot off the bed, okay? And then you just take it from baby steps from there. And then you're just like, before you know it, you take 1 foot out, you know, you're out and about, and without allowing your mental chatter to take over, you are on your way to success. So these are just simple techniques. So, you know, I really encourage all of you to, you know, ask me questions, because this is something that, you know, really takes practice. I have definitely a lot of experience with this, because I had this dream of being a yoga teacher probably like 5 years ago, and I never pursued it. Never ever. I was like, no, this is not something I'm capable of doing. It was never the fitness expert, you know. I was like, no, that's my brother. My brother's a surfer, you know, my grandfather is like 90, still skis, and I'm like, I did not get those genes. So I had 5 years where I told myself I couldn't do it. And what shifted for me was, you know, it's funny how this always happens, but you know, you end up breaking up with somebody and then you're just like, hi everyone, just doing my Facebook Live. So, back to the point, hi Sophia. So, back to the point, being a yoga teacher, having all these goals, and what really got me to stay focused was, you know what, I just gotta do it. You can't overthink things, just gotta do it. And okay, so look up schools, look up yoga schools, you know, and I was like, oh my goodness, these trainings are like months long, and I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to do this. And so I found one that was like half online and then half like could like go to a destination and then just do it for like, it was like an immersion, so it'd be like 12-hour days for like 10 days. And I'm like, okay, probably can't take off like 2 months off work, but I could probably, you know, take off a week, you know, to go to Utah, do this training, do half of the thing online. So, you know, maybe for you, you know, you want to, yeah, maybe you do want to be a personal trainer. You're like, hey, you know, I'd love to teach Zumba, or like, you know, whatever goal it is. I hope you know I'm exactly where you guys are. I have all these goals, you know. I was like eventually want to start my own yoga school and all these things, and you can get really overwhelmed thinking about all these things you have to do. But I really encourage every one of you to just break it down. Really simple, so that it comes to the point where, okay, what's the next baby step that I can do? You know, make it super doable so that we're really focused on progress. You know, not necessarily the end goal of things, but just the progress. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about this, if you have questions about meditation, I know we've talked a lot about like cleansing meditations. Now you can really use not only breathing techniques to really calm the nervous system, but you know, in terms of really thinking about actions that you can do. So really joining the mind, the body, so that we can all have healthy mind and bodies and souls. I think that's what this is all about. And so I hope you guys are having an amazing summer so far. Thank you everyone for joining, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.